do it. Let's sit down. This is awesome. Oh my God, I'm excited.
Me too.
So, Kerriann,
Yes, Christopher.
Delaware and Opera. Opera Delaware. What's going on with you guys? What's happening?
Well, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a revolution. It's, I adore opera, and I love like the history of what opera has been here in Delaware. Opera Delaware is the 11th oldest opera company in the country. Wow. It's very, very cool. During the pandemic, they were super inventive. It's been a really innovative company that's changed and pivoted, really community oriented, and just the perfect place for this next phase of opera, which is this company artist model and this new approach to making opera that's like really accessible and fun, an opportunity to gather. It doesn't have to be intimidating and stuffy. It's just like a fun reason to get together and experience something that is exceptionally beautiful. That's the work of hundreds of people working together, and you get together with your neighbors and your colleagues and experience something magical.
For people that don't know, I mean, because opera's not necessarily traditionally, I think, the thing that's maybe as mainstream, at least recently. Back, obviously, opera was huge.
Oh,
and
it was
for so many years.
hot
but
and poppin' back in the day.
What is opera? Can you just even describe, like, what is opera?
I love that. So what's great is that opera is not like in a museum. It's not a thing frozen in time. It continues to evolve. So when a lot of people think about opera, they think of French, Italian, German, the traditional languages. There are also operas in English, in Spanish, in Mandarin, there is an opera in Klingon. Just like a fun fact.
As there should be.
And I think we can all agree on
so
that.
How does that go?
No, I can't. So it's constantly evolving and becoming something new.
Yeah. When I think about the opera, obviously you think of the classic, kind of performances, the fat lady singing and all that stuff, right? What are some of the biggest challenges that you have as an opera company?
Yeah, I would say that perception is the biggest challenge. The idea that it's really expensive and that they're not going to understand the story and they're going to feel intimidated and they're going to feel uncomfortable in the audience. That's a big kind of red flag for a lot of audiences. They're hesitant to try something new. This is why I love that we do pop-up opera, and I love that we do things here in the Opera Delaware studios that are more accessible, low pressure. But even at the Grand, ticket prices start at $29.
Yeah.
There are very affordable tickets. If you work in nonprofit, thanks to support from M&T Bank, we have a program that allows us to give complimentary tickets to people who work in nonprofit. All they have to do is fill out a survey and tell us about their experience, their expectations. It's a way for us to learn about the community. We also have free tickets for our student dress rehearsal, which is the Wednesday before we open on the 15th of October. So there are a lot of access points when it comes to the money of it. There are a lot of access points when it comes to understanding the story. The entire synopsis of the story is included in your program, so you can read about Act 1 before you see it on stage. And also, there are projected English captions the entire time, so you can literally read word for word. In opera, typically we sing unamplified, so we don't have any microphones. You'll see in Broadway shows and in pop music when they're performing in these huge stadiums, our voices are bouncing off the walls. We're using the natural acoustics of the human body and the spaces that we're in to make our voices bounce around.
And project out,
and project and carry over a full orchestra that could be 30, 40, 50 instruments in the pit. So it's a lot of training that goes into it.
That sounds like work. That sounds like there's some muscles in there, right? I mean, how do you do that? Like, how do you train yourself to be able to project like that, to essentially be your own amplifier?
Yes. Oh, what a great question. It's a lot of training that goes into it. I think when people think about singing, they think of it as just a natural talent.
Yeah.
And part of it is that that's a foundation for sure. Everyone can sing.
Sure.
But for artists who are going to tackle something like opera, it's athletic.
Right.
You go through this training because it is your entire body is involved. To be able to project like that, it's not just coming from your vocal folds. It's coming from your diaphragm. It's coming from all of your support down to your toes.
I was going to say, I've heard you sing some notes, and I was like, those came from the toes.
Those were toe notes.
Those are toe notes.
If I know one thing.
That was a toe note for sure. And Like, it is impressive, and you're right. I think it is athletics. It is, you have to train. It's a muscle. And, you know, people always, oh, I can't draw, or I can't this. And I'm like, well, you can.
Yes.
You just haven't worked it. It's, you know, maybe there's people that, of course, have more natural gifts or tendencies to be able to do a thing, but anybody can do it. And you can get better at it. You just got to want to, and you got to put the work in.
I think a lot of people limit themselves
Yeah.
because they think, oh, I don't have that natural ability. None of us start out as
Yeah.
Beyonce.
Sure.
We all have to practice.
Well, because
None of us
somebody
start out
early
as-
in life was like, you're not a very good drawer. And that kind of sticks, and that's like, it kills me.
It does.
When I hear somebody say that, because I was like, you might have this unhidden, or like this very hidden gift that is like sort of sheltered and hasn't just been let out.
Yes.
And I just hope that, you know, so if anybody's listening to this, like, I encourage them. And one of the things I love about you is that you're out there living your passion. You're out there breathing your purpose. And this opera hype girl character, right, that you've created, you know, talk a little bit about that, and then we'll hype the show that's coming up, because I want to get into this performance that obviously is right around the corner, just a few days away. You know, but opera hype girl, where'd that kind of come from? Talk about this persona.
I noticed, well, a couple things. It's very easy to hype up your friends.
Yeah.
I think we get a little itchy about self-promotion as
Sure.
artists, and I was noticing that across the board, not just opera singers, but opera companies, individual artists in all different mediums were hesitant to promote themselves. It made them feel like a little icky on the internet. And I said, oh, there's nothing that I love more than telling people how dope my friends are. There's
Right.
nothing that I love more than getting people excited about gathering in person for something special that they can only experience right here, right now. So I just started talking about art installations that I saw that blew my mind.
Yeah.
And friends of mine started calling me Opera Hype Girl, because if I was talking about something, it was probably opera, and I was probably very excited. So it
sorta
started
happened.
as a nickname from friends, and it turned into a TED Talk, and it turned into, you know, a platform
Sure.
that has allowed me to do the thing that I love the most, which is like show people that you are not that far removed from art. That you can be a part of this, you can be a part as an audience member, as a spectator, but you can be a part of actually making things with your hands. You don't have to be making money doing this. You don't have to have an outlet to write poetry, to create. We all need a creative outlet, and I think a lot of us lost that in the pursuit of, well, I have to do this 9 to 5, and I have to you know, make a career and make a life for myself.
Yeah.
We lost that kind of childhood curiosity and the fun of just exploring and creating
Yeah.
and playing. And that's what theater is,
Yeah.
and that's what the arts are. And so I want to welcome people to, whether you're on stage with us or you're in the audience, you're with us, you're part of this.
Yeah.
Really
no,
special
I think
experience.
that we do all have that fire at some point in our life, right? There's you know, and that fire, unfortunately, to your point, gets let to burn out. And it doesn't have to. It doesn't mean it has to be permanently out.
True.
There's ways to reignite.
Yes.
And to kind of re-embrace that inner child. I mean, Peter Pan is like, that story is all about that in a way, right? And it doesn't mean you know, don't take life seriously. It doesn't mean you're not responsible. It just means that you enjoy it and you play and you make time for that. You know, I think a lot of times we're told that, oh, we have to get serious and we have to get a job and we have to, you know, we can't do that anymore. And it's like, well, no, you can. You can be yourself. And you can allow for fun and levity. And it doesn't mean you aren't going to be getting, you know, like the bills taken care of and making sure your kids are picked up from school or whatever. All of that can happen together.
Well, that's one of the things that we're really challenging here with the company artist model that we created at Opera
Yeah.
Delaware, is that working in the arts often is not seen as a job.
Right.
I remember going to the doctor when I was dealing with some mental health crises, and he looked at my chart and he said, oh, you're a singer, that's got to be fun. Well, the truth is, a lot of us are living out of a suitcase.
Yeah.
Successful or not,
Yeah.
you're probably doing something else as a job. We discovered that on the national scale, 95%, 96% of working artists are doing something in addition to singing
Right.
to make their careers work.
Yeah.
So these artists are
It's-
working and
Oh, man.
laboring.
And it's
such
like
a
if
labor of love.
being in a perpetual state of stress is fun, then absolutely.
You're gonna love
it's
this.
the best.
So at Opera Delaware, we were
Yeah.
like, well, if they have these skills
Right.
that are transferable, if they're able to get these jobs in other
Mm-hmm.
fields, if we know that they have these degrees and we know that they have this knowledge,
Sure.
don't we want them working for a nonprofit? Don't we want them working with us
Yeah.
and helping create marketing
Yeah.
and development and talking to donors? Don't we want them creating educational programs?
Yeah.
Don't we want them curating and creating new programming here?
Right.
Right? So it empowers these artists, it keeps them working longer, and then we get to put them on our main stage, and they're part of our community, so our community
Yeah.
really shows up to celebrate them. Right now, we have 4 artists who are part of that model. My dream 5 years from now is that we have 30 artists that are part of that model.
There it is.
I want Delaware to be the home base for opera singers. I want this studio to be the place where we workshop new
Yeah.
operas and new opera stories. We call them librettos, so that's
Okay.
the text of the opera.
Yeah.
I want the community to know and celebrate these opera singers who are part of our company artist model as part of this community.
Hey,
That's my vision.
let us sing.
Let it sing,
Let
baby!
it sing. Let it sing. And so they go to the website to get
Yes.
tickets, right? It's the easiest way, probably.
Yes, operade.org. You can sign up for the mailing list.
Yeah.
You can learn more about the company artist model. You can book the company artist to
Sure.
come and do pop-up opera and perform at your restaurant, at your home, at your community center.
Your little pop-up
Tons.
operas are super fun, and they are popping up everywhere, so look
They
out for
sure
those.
are.
And, there's a number I think people can call as well. So there's a website,
Yes.
and then there's a number.
That's 302-442-7807. That's the box office,
Boom.
open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. And it's a new approach to what
Yeah.
it means to work in the arts.
Yeah, and it's from my perspective and what I've seen, it's a much more interactive
Yes.
way to opera, which maybe is a little different for some of the folks that are maybe used to a quiet audience and a
Definitely.
focused. But this makes it fun. And it makes it engaging, and you're allowed to applaud, and you're allowed to, to show your appreciation for the artist by vocalizing that, and that is a beautiful thing. Talk about this show, because it sounds awesome.
So we have 2 upcoming shows. One, a traditional opera,
Yeah.
full orchestra at the Grand Opera House, Tosca.
Oh,
This
Tosca.
is political intrigue. This is corruption and love and lust and deception. It's Italian. It's, I mean, everything.
sounds saucy.
It's saucy.
Sounds
What a
saucy.
great word to describe
Oh.
it. And it's Tosca herself in the opera is an opera singer. Her lover is an artist, a painter,
Yeah.
and it's about the role that artists play in revolution and in times of corruption. It's fascinating. It's one of opera's most beloved titles.
Yeah.
And we're doing this traditional production with one of our company artists, Emily Markovich,
Okay.
making her role debut as
Oh, love
Tosca. A
Love
huge
it.
opportunity for her in her career, but also an incredible opportunity for us to be a part of that story for her, that she's gonna go on in this career
Yeah.
and make so many incredible role debuts, and to be able to claim her as part of our team and our community and share her with, it's such an honor and a privilege.
So Emily is making her debut
Yes.
for this role. This is a role that is suited for her, as you know. We are blessed to have this happen here in Delaware, and you're partnering with another group as well out of Baltimore, I think.
Yes.
So we're going to be coming in with a fresh show that's worked and ready. And when is it happening?
So it's already happened in Baltimore. Upcoming, we're gonna be opening at the Grand on the 17th of October.
nice. Love it.
So Friday night is opening night, 7:30, the curtain rises.
Got it.
Before the opera starts, we have our opening night micro gala.
Oh, fun.
What's an opening night micro gala? Amazing.
You know what? I was just going to ask you this question.
I've
What is an opening night micro gala?
I
'Cause
thought
that
you
sounds really
you
interesting.
threw your voice,
I-
I feel like is what happened.
I'm a puppeteer.
And I'm proud of you for it.
Yeah, you're welcome.
So before the opera starts, we want to encourage this community to come together and gather and create that really joyful atmosphere. When you get into the opera house and you hear these incredible singers, I want you to be so inspired to cheer and applaud for them. That happens, we get that energy in the micro gala beforehand when we're all collectively enjoying lovely little bites, having some champagne, enjoying a cash bar, some live music.
I
We have
like
a mandolin
little
player.
bites and champagne and live music. That
Red
sounds
carpet runway.
fantastic.
Little photo shoot moment. So
Okay.
very fun, interactive, a chance to gather,
Yeah.
$50 tickets.
Oh,
And
that's
that way
great.
you can do something
Yeah.
before the show, get some food, get some drinks, low cost, high community engagement.
Right.
I want you seeing people at the opera. Oh, it's been a minute. I want it to be a place where we gather and we are joyful together.
And we need that. I mean, the
Yes.
world needs that for sure.
And it's so exciting to see it happen around opera. This thing that you would think kind
Yeah.
of makes people feel a little distant, it actually can bring us so close.
Right.
You know?
This isn't, your grandmother's opera, right? We're doing things a little different. And
Yes.
I think you're making it more accessible for younger audiences to kind of bring people along, but not, pushing the older audiences away. It's bringing everybody together.
Yes. Oh, it's this cross-generational thing is so important because the love and the care that the older generation and that people who share opera
Yeah.
with their kids, with their students, that is a critical role. You are our best ambassadors. And then bringing in these young people, it's about developing on both sides.
Right.
It's certainly not about making anyone feel like they don't belong. It's in fact making everyone feel like I have ownership of this,
Yeah.
and it's my responsibility as a patron to welcome you, to take you by the hand
Yeah.
and say, oh, is this your first time? Oh, come over here. I would love to introduce you to Kerriann. I would love to introduce you to, let's go grab a drink. Let's help us welcome this community.
So what you're saying is that we all have a place at the opera.
We all have a place at the opera. We all have a place in the opera hype squad. We all
Yeah.
have a place advocating joyfully for the things that we love. Yeah, opera is for everybody.
That's a beautiful thing.
Absolutely. And when you come to an Opera Delaware
Yeah.
production, you are part of it. That's what I always tell everyone in our
Yeah.
audience. It's not just those hundreds of people
Yeah.
on stage and behind the scenes who have created this. You are part of this moment. It's participatory. We want you engaged
Yeah.
and part of this. So
Good.
come out and be a part of something really exciting.
So we can all be the star of the show.
Oh, heck yes! We are all Tosca.
That's it. You're Tosca.
You're Tosca.
I'm Tosca. You're Tosca. You're Tosca. We're all Tosca. And we're saucy.
And we're saucy. That's one of my favorite things about us is probably how saucy we are. Opera is just so ooey gooey. There's
Yeah.
just so much meat. It's so fun, and it's like if you love a telenovela, if you love a soap opera, if you love a dramatic daytime, you're gonna love opera.
Hey, if you love a good time,
If you love a good time,
simplify this thing.
the things that intimidate people about opera are not the reality.
Yeah.
It's just, I think, this idea that people have in their head that I'm not going to understand.
Perception is a funny thing, but you know what? Make your own perception.
Yes, come
And the only way to do
experience
that
it.
is to experience it. So I encourage everybody, I'm excited for the show, to come out and do that. We're definitely going to spread the word. We appreciate you sitting down with us.
Thank you so
To
so
welcome
much.
us into your world.
Yes.
We'll do this more, and I want to make sure we stay connected on
Thank
everything
you
you
so
guys have
much.
going on. But
Thank
Opera
you.
Delaware's big things. How do they get tickets? How do they find more
So-
about you guys?
We are very active on social media.
Yeah.
You can follow us on Facebook, on Instagram. You can visit operade.org. You can read blogs, you can watch lectures, you can learn more about this production, and you can absolutely get your tickets to Tosca and to the opening night micro gala at operade.org or by calling the Opera Delaware box office.
Easy breezy.
Beautiful.
I love it. Hey, Opera in Delaware, it's a beautiful thing with Opera Delaware. Kerriann, thank you so much for sharing and just welcoming me into your world. This is awesome.
Thank you so much. I can't wait to see you at the opera.
Absolutely, let's do it. Give me a hug. It's awesome. Thank you so much for letting us in.
Thank you so much.
And this place really is super cool. I've got lots of ideas.
I
We should do
can't wait.
things in here.
I can't wait to
I mean,
work
you're
with you
doing
more.
things, but we need to do more things. I don't know. I see music videos. I see all kinds of stuff in here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm seeing it too, I think.
Give me one of those notes again.